Happy Wednesday, guys. Hope you guys are all having a fabulous day so far. Mine's not too bad. It's just really, really warm. So juice, no coffee. It's far too warm for that. And diamond painting. I'll show you this first. I said last week that my daughter's teacher is leaving next Friday. No, this Friday, get it right. Because she's having a baby, her first baby. And I said I was going to make her a blanket. I can only, he's making the bed. I can only sort of show you some of it. Let me just cover that because I don't want to get that covered in Lord knows what. There's the top part. Sorry, I'm rocking you again. Stay. And there's the second section, the bubbles in the middle. I did it lemon just because I did ask her and she said, I don't know what I'm having. We're keeping it a surprise. And I'm just in the process of working the border. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't just make, blankets for random teachers. This particular teacher, I really, really like. And she was Tyler's teacher for 3 of his 4 years at that school. And she's probably one of the only teachers who really took the time with Tyler, understood him, And even he says she's the only teacher he really ever looked up to because she was good with him. So it's not that I just randomly make blankets for teachers, but this particular one has always been good. Oh my god, I thought I got the flies out. Oh, seriously, you must have been hiding, you little monkey. I tell you what, we've got them fly sticky papers up by the back door. It's like a minefield, right? As soon as they fly through the back door, it's like a minefield of fly sticky papers. They must be ninja flies, I swear, because they managed to bypass all of them and get in here. I've ordered one of them fly nets for the back door. It was supposed to be here yesterday. Annoyingly, it wasn't. So fingers crossed today arrives, because I really, really can't stand them. It's been a real test of patience for me and Caroline, I think, these past couple of weeks. And if I'm ever sat down, I swear they just love ears. They always seem to buzz right by my ears, and that freaks me out. I get easily freaked, and that just flies around my ears. Mind you, anything around my ears I don't like. Oh yeah, missed a call. I think it was Wednesday last week on my mobile. Tried ringing it back. No one answered. 2 or 3 times I tried that. So I googled the number and it turned out to be one of the medical practices that is linked to mine, to my doctor's. So I thought, oh yup. Something obviously wasn't quite right with the blood test. I tried ringing them again, no, nothing. So I left it, and then yesterday I received a letter through the post saying, we tried to contact you, standard policy, we'll try and ring you twice. If we don't get any answer, we'll send, it's, duty to send a letter. A prescription has been sent to your chemist. When I order my prescriptions, they send them straight to my chemist right behind my house. So all I've got to do is run around and pick them up. And it said, your last blood test, which is the one I did last Monday, my thyroid levels were lower than they should be, so they were increasing my thyroxine dose. Probably explains the weight gain. So I was on 100 micrograms or more every morning before. Now I'm on 125. So, but get this right. The tablets that they gave me, the 25 milligrams, it's a lower dose, but the tablets are actually bigger than the 100 microgram dose. Figure that one. It's lucky really. I had a bad choking experience once when I was young. And because of that, it was, I wouldn't say impossible, but I struggled, shall we say, swallowing any kind of tablets after that. And it wasn't until I was, oh crikey, 25 that I actually got over that and started swallowing tablets. You can imagine what a nightmare that is when, you know, you've got antibiotics and headache tablets. When I was young, it used to be the dissolvables. Oh my goodness, they were horrible. My dad used to make them when I'd say I got an headache, and he'd say, right, now drink it in one. You'll only ever taste it once. And I used to look at him and I'd think, but I'm going to taste it every time I swallow. How's that only tasting it once? So, me being a stupid kid, I'd take a mouthful of the headache tablets, solution, and then I'd take a mouthful of squash. And I'd do that until the whole thing was gone. I'd just keep alternating. And my dad just shakes his head at me like, just drink it all down in one and then you've only got to taste it once. Took me a while, but I did. And he is right, so, sort of. You do only taste it once. And then when I was pregnant with my first one at 22, oh God, I was low on iron. Now normally they give you iron tablets, but because me being the fussy one, I had to have iron liquid. Oh my God, it was disgusting. I think I had to have two 5ml spoons of this iron liquid. I tell you what, I drink the headache dissolvable tablets all day, every day, over taking that iron liquid. Ugh, nasty stuff. But when I was young, my mum used to say, the worst tasting stuff in life is the best stuff for you. Tell that to my stomach. Anyway. Well, I've got to go back for another blood test in 8 weeks' time because they want to recheck it. So I've got to arrange that now. Then I've got my pre-op on Thursday. This Thursday. Hopefully I'll get another appointment for the operation because they cancelled the last one. I think it has to be within 6 weeks of a pre-op. If it's not, you have to have another pre-op before your next operation date. Yeah. You'd think they just rearrange them both, really. Because with emergencies that happen and everything, you never can tell. My belly wants to make some silly noises again today. So if you hear it, I do apologise. Oh, that fly. is he? You know, when someone's in the swimming pool, they can't swim, right? And they're flailing around because they think they're drowning and they're panicking, their arms are going everywhere. Well, right before I started the video, I think that's exactly what I look like trying to get rid of these darn flies. Because I try and get them out and then I shut the living room door, stops them coming back in. Well, I got one out. I obviously didn't notice the second one. I should go and get my fly spray. That'll teach him. Enter at your own risk. It was funny last night. I had the front room window open. Now when Binks comes in at tea time, I'll give him his food and then I'll shut the back door. I like to keep him in overnight. Well, when it came time for me to sort of shift my butt upstairs and, you know, think about getting in bed, what happens is I'll go up and I'll find Binks. He's usually hiding under my bed or on Ellie's bed or on the computer chair in Tyler's room. I searched and searched and searched and I couldn't find him. So I come down and then I had a thought. The living room window was open. Normally once he's gone upstairs he doesn't come back down again then until I bring him down at bedtime. But he must have come down at some point and snuck out the living room window. He's really sly, Binks is. So when we went out the front, Rob went out the back and had a look. And then looked in the house and me and Tyler went out the front. Anyway, Tyler says there's a black cat up there. I don't know if it's Binks or if it's Mo. One of my neighbours about 4 doors down also has a black cat. Very identical to Binks, but he's got a sadder face. You can see Binks, his face is like bright, alert, his eyes are wide. Mo looks sad all the time. So at the top of my road there's this black cat sitting. So I called him and his head turned instantly. I knew then it was Binks. So I walked up the road, no shoes, no socks on. All the stones digging in your feet as you do. And as I approached where he was, I thought he was going to bolt, so I stopped. Anyway, I leaned round, nodded my head to Tyler and said, yeah, it's Binks. So Tyler comes bombing up the road. Binks heard him coming. Oh my God, I've never seen him run so fast. And I mean Binks. In all my days, he shot across the car park where he was sitting. Bombed, oh my God, Olympically fast into someone's garden. I'll stay out the night then, I'm not chasing you. He thinks it's a game, the little bugger. But then I worry about him all night. Probably nothing to worry about, he's probably having a whale of a time, but he likes to chase the midges in the grass. And when I first saw him last night, that's what he was doing. He'd got like the library car park with a patch of grass, and he was right by the patch of grass, pouncing on the midges. So probably no need to worry. But that was the last time I saw him, and that was what, 10:15 last night. He hasn't even been home for breakfast this morning yet, and we're already on 11:15. He's so casual, Binks is, when he comes in. This is like the third time he's done this now. The first time he this will be about the 5th or 6th time actually. The first couple, sort of 11 o'clock-ish, he was back eating his breakfast. The 3rd or 4th time, I think it's the 4th actually, 11 o'clock came and went, 12 o'clock came and went. Then I started to think, okay, where are you? Now, He's so laid back, I swear. I think it was about 1:15. I was in the front. I'd left the back door open so that he could come in if he wanted to come home. And I was sitting in the front doing my blanket for Tyler's old teacher, Ellie's teacher. And then, just out of nowhere, really slowly, round the living room door, strolls Binks. And he looks at you, gives you that look like, all right, I'm home now. So casual. I could kick his fair butt. Because the kids then are worrying before they go to school. What if he doesn't come back? Oh, he will. What if someone took him? Not a chance. Binks doesn't even let us go anywhere near him when he's out in the garden or whatever. He doesn't trust anyone. As soon as you go near him, he legs it. So there's no chance of anyone picking him up and running off with him. Touch wood. Oh, that damn fly. I'm not going to do a super long one today, guys. It's really, really warm. I'm already hot and sticky. I feel like I need another shower. Just because I just want to see if it's just me or if anyone else is the same, but it doesn't seem to matter how long I've been ordering stuff from AliExpress or Amazon or eBay or whatever. I still get obsessed with checking the tracking. And I've been tracking my diamonds now for, well, it still says they're on the plane, and they've been on the plane since the 28th of last month. They've never landed. And I just think, you know, we're on the 16th now. 2 weeks. 2.5 weeks on a plane. Don't think so. Where's my diamonds? And then I've got another canvas which should be delivered within the next couple of days. The tracking on that one's okay. It's actually in Birmingham. And then some amazing news for me. I had a random email the other day. Would I like up to a size 60 by 60 canvas for free? All I'd have to do is a review on my channel. Hell yes, I won't say no. So I had to choose a canvas up to size 60 by 60. But they said because not all canvases are square, obviously, as in size square, you could choose an equivalent like 50 by 70, as long as sort of the measurements still made the same. So it took me about 3 hours. And they emailed me back, thank you ever so much, hope we can establish a long-term relationship. Was there anyone else I could recommend? Of course. And it's a UK company, so I opted for 2 of the UK people that I know. Hopefully she's been in touch with them as well. And she let me know when my canvas was shipped. So, awesome news. So as soon as that arrives, that'll be another video. And hopefully when my other canvas gets here, it's the right size this time. I think I'll just cry if it's not. Because that'll be twice I've had to wait for it. Oh, go away. Oh, that fly. Oh, he's right here. I swear if I had a newspaper, I'd roll it up. I don't know what's going on with Luna lately. I just think the invasion of the flies is too great. She's stopped catching them now. There's just way too many of them. I swear there's more this year than there ever has been in previous years. Ugh. Where's my net? I've also bought one of them extendable spring-loaded poles, because I didn't want to attach it to the blinking door frame like I did the last one with the Velcro and the double-sided tape. So it just breaks eventually. And then you just go out and buy a new one, and then you're just constantly replacing, and in the end you might as well have just bought an expensive thing for all the money you've spent on the cheapo ones. So I've actually bought a net now, but it's in strips. It's not like a full net. You know, it's like, it's a net, but it's cut into strips. So you can still go in and out fairly easily. And then when it's on the pole, it's easily put in and taken out at night time when I shut the door. I'm not sure if Binks will fully understand how to go through it. It's so daft, that cat is. Right, Luna, she's quite smart. If you push the door to and she's on the inside, she knows that all she has to do is get on her back two paws, rest her front toe on the door and push, and it'll open. Binks, right, the ones. Why have I just put that one in there? I don't know. Anyway, I have a downstairs bathroom, and I couldn't find Binks this one day, so I called him and I heard this little meow. So I headed towards it, called him again. I heard him again, this feeble little meow. Like, somebody, please. So I heads out towards the back door, calls him again, and I can hear the meowing from inside the downstairs bathroom. Now, the door was only pushed to. It wasn't shut. All he had to do was what Luna does and lean against the door and push. No, he's too daft and stupid for that. He sits there crying instead because he hasn't got a clue. So the hopes of him finding his way through this net curtain are pretty slim. He'll probably sit outside the door or inside the door, whichever he is at the time, crying for you to just move it out the way so he can get out or in. He's such a soft... yeah. When other cats used to come in our garden, he used to lie on the patio. He'd flop, sort of I'm not going to fight you, kind of, look, I'm just lying on the floor. And cats are meant to, you know, defend their territory. No, not Binks. Apart from that one that got into our house, then he defended his territory. The garden, you can take it. He does make me laugh sometimes. I think he thinks he's a dog. He wags his tail when he's happy. Honestly. The minute you start giving him a fuss, his tail goes. Now, anyone who didn't know him better would say he's not happy and he wants you to leave him alone, but no. He'll come over to you for a fuss and then he'll wag his tail. So that's just him. Luna, she doesn't wag her tail even when she's annoyed, but when she's having a fuss from you and she's happy, she'll flick her tail. I know that sounds really weird, but trust me, she does. She flicks her tail. This one. It's only a tiny little flick on the end. It's not like the whole tail, but it's so funny. You know, you've just hit that point where it's too warm to even just do nothing. You're sweating when you're doing nothing. Hating it at the minute. I'm not a massive sun lover. I hibernate because I just can't deal with the heat. And the sun gives me headaches if it's too bright too, so I think I'm just falling apart. Shoot me now, I think. Oh, 3 more days after today. Bearing in mind it's Tuesday for me, but you guys will be watching this on Wednesday. 3 more school days after today. And Tyler said, "Can you get me out of school early on Friday?" Not really, why? He said, "Because I want to be there when you give Miss Rhodes the..." It's not Miss Rhodes, it's Mrs. Diamond now. "The blanket, I want to give it to her." "I made it." He says, "Yeah, but I want to give it to her." Charming. I still said I'm not getting him out of school early on Friday. You got 6 weeks off. I'm not giving you an extra half a day. He texted me this morning on the way to school saying half day Friday. Is that you saying, or is it definite with the school? He hasn't replied yet. But if I know him, it'll be him trying to get out of school on Friday. Being as she's not going to be back in September, I think he just wants to say hi and bye, just in case she doesn't come back, because he really did like her. Come on. Look, is that warm? My drills want to stick to the tray too. Oh, so warm. Oh, bit of juice. Oh, come here. I tell you what, cat hair. At least with cat hairs, I suppose, they're smaller and finer than dog hairs, but you still find them everywhere. Even if you hoover twice a day, they're everywhere. I need a fan. Oh, go away. Do you know what? I think I might start keeping the spiders. Just to get rid of them. This fly's got a death wish. He's still buzzing around me. I have no issues with killing a fly. Now wasps, right, some people, I've met a couple now, they take offence if you kill a wasp. I know ideally you're not supposed to because of something about a scent and it alerts all the others, right? So, okay, some people do take offence. So I was on the bus this one day, oh my God, I'm going back a couple of years now. I was on my way home, I think, from my local town centre. And as I'm sitting there, I spotted this wasp making its way up the bus slowly, buzzing at the windows. And I'm watching everyone try and swat it away and move seats and all this malarkey. Eventually that's because he's just been buzzing around my head. The wasp comes right by me and he's sitting on the window. And I'm looking at the fly, I'm so tired. The wasp. And I'm looking around and everyone's looking at me like, you've got it. What are you going to do about it? No. My first thought was, I'm going to kill this sucker. Just because I don't want to get stung. You know, it's hot on the bus. The poor thing's probably stressed. You know, if anyone even tries to move it or do anything, it's probably going to sting them. So I'm sitting on the back of this bus, all these people are staring at me, and I got my purse in my hand, quite a hefty purse mine is, and I don't even know where it came from. I just went, does anybody have any objections to me killing this wasp? They all just looked at me, eyes wide, shaking their heads. So I edged my hand with the, don't get me wrong, I wasn't going to hit it with my hand, my purse. I edged my hand towards this wasp. My heart was racing, I swear to God, because if I'd have missed it, I know it was going to sting me. So my heart was racing, my hand's crawling just a little bit closer so I can just be close enough to make one quick sharp movement. I did. And I held my purse on the window for a second, and you can see everyone looking at me like, is it dead? So I'm thinking, well, I blinking hope so. Pulled my purse away and there he is, squished on the other side of my purse. Thank goodness for that. Ordinarily, I wouldn't kill him. But because it's in a confined space with a lot of hot bodies, he was probably stressed. I wouldn't mind, right, but all the windows on the bus were open. So he could have got out. But I wasn't going to guide him towards the windows. Not a chance. So, like I said, ordinarily I wouldn't. And I do not kill bees. I will not kill a bee. I actually helped one the other day. I think it was in the shadows. And because he was so cold, he just lay on the floor. And now I just nudged him with my foot just to make sure he was still alive. All he needed was a bit of warmth, and he was. So I got this piece of paper, picked this little guy up, and I put him on my table on my patio in the sun. And I left him there to warm up. And he did, and off he flew. Now if you're in my house, I'll panic. Because I know bees don't like to sting unless they absolutely have to, because it kills them. But, you know, there's 5 big bodies in my house and this tiny little bee. Now, who's going to be more stressed? Us or the bee? The bee. So the likelihood is he will sting because, you know, just because. So that's when I'm flapping at the other half. You know, there's a bee. I even had it this once, right? I found a bee on the bathroom mat upstairs in my bathroom. Now, it seemed quite relaxed. It was just chilled there on my mat, so got him into a cup, took him downstairs and released him. No. Okay, I don't know that it was the same bee. They all look alike, right? But half an hour later, when I goes back up the stairs, there's a bee sat exactly where I just took that one from, on my bathroom rug. On my bath mat. I'm like, are you serious? Yes, my bathroom window's open, but it's not an invite. So I picked it back up again, took it back outside, and let it go. I don't think it came back in again after that. I probably thought, sod this for a game of soldiers. She keeps moving me. Do you know what? I didn't even put my glasses on. See? This is why the opticians tells me off. Oh, we're only on Tuesday, for me anyway, and I feel so drained and exhausted already. I'm hoping it's just the low thyroid, because that can make you really tired. Very similar symptoms to low iron, so I'm hoping it's just that. And I took the first increased dose this morning, so it's going to take a couple of days. But there again, I don't sleep very well due to pain, so even though I take 2 cocodamol, strongest dose at night time. And then as the heat comes more and more, I don't sleep at night time because it's so blinking warm. Put the fan on, it just blows blinking warm air back at you. I did learn on, I think it was Google, somebody said about freezing a bottle of water and standing it, was it in front or behind the fan? Because the cold air that comes off it, it blows. Mind you, I think it'd be behind, wouldn't it? Because the fan pulls the air from behind, doesn't it? I don't know. No idea. The worst part about feeling tired is you just want to eat crap. And lots of it. You just need that rush of sugar, don't you? Just for that little bit of energy. It just doesn't last, that's all. Well, Kelly's not having a very good week so far. She took her car in yesterday for an MOT and it failed. And it's cost her 200 and some odd pound yesterday and another 170 next week. So she's not in a good place at the minute. I said I'll go up and see her tomorrow, and she says I'll probably end up crying. That's fine. Everyone needs to release sometimes. And what are friends for? She could have done without it because she's just in the throes of buying Jake and Faith's school uniform for September. And that is not cheap. Really, really not cheap. It's £91 just for one PE kit. And she's got 2 to buy for September. Then the trousers, the blazer, the shirts, the ties. I tell you what, secondary school is an expensive game. And that'll be me next September, because next September Ellie goes up then to secondary. Oh dear. I'm just thinking, is there anything else I can tell you? My eldest one's now got a moped. I wanted to say scooter, but when I say scooter I think of the bloody thing my 13-year-old rides around on the skate park. No, a moped. So he gets to work on that now. Some scheme he's gone called Wheels to Work. They help you out for 6 months, and in that time hopefully you can afford to buy yourself your own little moped to ride to work on. Oh, I've got the hiccups now. Just 2, okay. I think it's going to be an early bed tonight for me. It is for Tyler, he's such a ratty little mare this morning. I have to shout him like 3 or 4 times, come on, get up. And you let him groan. And then it goes quiet again, and then you go, Tyler. He'll groan again. Come on, you've got to get up. Then it'll go quiet once more, and then the 3rd time usually I shout him, And he gets out of bed. So I think he needs an early night too. It's like, I don't need an early night, you're just annoying me because you're tired. I haven't touched this last week, obviously, because I've been doing that blanket. I'll try and give you a better shot of it, actually, before I shut off. That wasn't a very good view. But I'd already got you all set up for this, so I didn't want to have to pull you off to put you back on again. Whereas at the end, I can just pull you off and say, try when I'm done. Where'd you go? The other day, my daughter, so funny, she was bored. She's always bored. She's never not bored. Well, I think it was Tuesday because I'd still got this out, and I carried on with it a little bit after I shut the camera off when she got home from school. And she sat right next to me watching me place me drills. She says, what colour are you going to do next? I said, I don't know. Why? She said, because I'll find it for you. I said, are you that bored? She said, yeah. So I had a quick look. I try and pick the one that's got not so many symbols. You know, the more erratic symbols that are just here, there and everywhere. So I picked one. She got it out. She got it ready. I finished the one I was doing. She took it off me and put it away and gave me the new one and said, what are you going to work on next? And I just started laughing. Are you going to sit there all afternoon and just keep getting my diamonds out for me? She went, yes, I'm bored. Yeah, but that's not exactly occupying yourself, is it? Getting a tub out every 10 minutes or so. She's like, yeah, so I'm bored. Okay, whatever. And she did. She stayed there and carried on. Oh dear, and I just thought, you know what, we're not even in the summer holidays yet and already you're bored. Oh, fly, I swear I'm going to open that window in a minute and you're going to find your own way out, otherwise you're going to die. It's got to be one of the most annoying noises in the world. Bzzz. Hate it. Whenever I've said this morning, so, bike ride this morning, I went, no. Why, he said. Because I say I'm okay when I'm on the bike. It does hurt when I'm on the bike, especially my shoulders and my wrists. But my belly, will you be quiet? When I get off the bike, it's horrendous. I walk like I've been riding a horse for the last God knows how long. My back hurts, my hips hurt. And it's just not worth the torture. Don't get me wrong, I love being on my bike. I mean, not last year, I don't think it was last year. So I wouldn't have managed it, but we cycled to Iron Bridge from here, which is some distance I might add. It takes about 2.5 hours on a bike. We dropped the kids off at school, we got the bikes out, and we cycled to Iron Bridge. Now you might say, why Iron Bridge? The specifics is that's where my mum's ashes were scattered, because it was her all-time favourite place to be, right next to the river. You know, it's got gorgeous gardens filled with flowers. Public gardens, that is. And when she was poorly and going through chemo, that was her place to be. So hence the ride to Iron Bridge that day, a couple of years ago. No, it's about 3 years ago. My brother wasn't here then. And he's been up, it'll be 2 years this year, I think. Or is it 1? I think it's 3 years ago we went to Iron Bridge on the bikes, 2.5 hours. It was before all my problems really started anyway. I got the backache, but not the rest of it. Anyway, the sun was out. No, when we left it wasn't, you know. And I didn't, you looked at the sky and thought, there's no way that's coming out, you know. So I didn't bother with the sun cream. My mistake when I didn't even notice it when I was there actually. It was when I got home again. You know, when you sit down and the skin feels a bit stingy. My whole back, because I had a vest top on. My back, my shoulders, my face. I was well burned. Good ride though. I do miss them days, they were nice. It's just my muscles and my joints just are not up to that anymore. Which is a shame because I have a nice, you know, bike. It fell off. What time are we on, guys? Oh my god, I thought I was going to do a less one today as well. Time flies when you're having fun. Okay, I'm going to leave this there. I'm going to show you the blanket properly now. Give me a second, guys. I'm rather stiff today. Ow, crack. Okay, I'm just going to slide this backwards. Don't mind me. And ignore my table. My kids seem to have been scratching it lately and leaving really cold drinks that leaves marks on the glass. Let's see if this is any better. Is that better? Oh yeah, look how gorgeous that is. It wasn't actually meant to be so narrow, but when I block it, that should pull that out a bit because it's really stretchy Tunisian stitch. Any Tunisian I've got, that's, ouch. That's Tunisian honeycomb stitch. That's Tunisian knit stitch. That one's Tunisian cross stitch in there, and I've put one at the top and one at the bottom of the white. Then that's Tunisian popcorn stitch, which is absolutely gorgeous. Look at them, so cute. And then back to the knit stitch and back to the popcorn stitch. So yeah, but like I said, she doesn't know what she's having, so I had to do it in a... I didn't want to do a cardigan because with cardigans they tend to be more focused for a boy or more focused for a girl, not just on colour but on pattern. So it's hard to do one that's neutral and will fit, well, will suit either. So I opted for the blanket in lemon. Hopefully she likes it. I think she will. Just got to block it. When I finish the board, that is. It's all a bit wonky at the minute. But yeah, there we go. Okay guys, when my other stuff comes in, I'll be doing unboxing videos. When it comes in, like I said, I'm an obsessive tracker. Pictures. I've done nothing but track it since I think 2 days after I ordered it all. No, I'm not obsessed at all, not in the slightest. But yeah, so when all that comes in, I'll do that. So that's it for today. I wasn't meant to be so long, but obviously I had a lot to say. So I should have said at the beginning to all my new subscribers that I've recently just suddenly jumped the last couple of days. Hi, welcome. My name's Tracy. And this is my channel, obviously. It's not just about diamond painting. I do other crafts as well, which I show. So, thank you for subscribing. If you're watching this and you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified when I upload videos. Go away, fly. Like the video and leave any comments or questions down below. I always leave my email address, so if you don't fancy leaving a comment, you want to email me instead, that's fine. I will always get back to you. And just a quick note to Paula. Thank you ever so much for them patterns. Paula sent me a picture of some Mario amigurumis that she made years ago. She asked me if I wanted the patterns that she still has, and I said yes, of course. And actually it was probably going to work out too expensive for her to send them to me, so we agreed, just send me the link via email, which I got, and they are amazing. So Riley's excited, he wants me to do them now. So thank you very much, Paula. Very, very, very much appreciated. The extra work not appreciated, but the patterns is. Okay then guys, I'll leave you to it all for now. Enjoy the rest of your day and stay safe whatever you do. Bye guys.